What is going on, guys, and welcome to 2020. Jesus, this year flew by super fast. Oof, that's hot. Anyways, welcome back to another video, guys. It is 2020. 2019 was in the back. It was in the past. I want to make this not so much of a talking video, but this is kind of the video that everyone on Instagram has been asking about, or has been at least DMing me, which is what happened to the EK hatch. Where's the EK hatch? If you don't know what happened to the EK hatch, just go down on the bottom of my Instagram, scroll through some of the pictures, and you're gonna see what happened to the EK hatch. The EK hatch is no longer with us. The EK hatch was totaled. It was a total loss. Short story goes, and I don't have the footage when I actually got hit, but I have the footage within seconds after getting hit, where I pulled over and I started recording you know, the car and how it looked after it got hit. Basically, the car was in the paint shop for about 4 months. It didn't need an extended amount of body work, but it was in the body shop for about 4 months, just because it was a pretty big body shop. They do really good work, and they had so many cars, and the guys like, look, the only way I'm gonna be able to paint it in 2019 is if you leave it here, and you leave it here for like 3 to 4 months, because I have so much work that I'm gonna touch that car like 1 time a week. Whatever. It was a crazy story back and forth. The car was in the body paint shop 3.5 to 4 months. Got it back. Started doing the videos that you guys saw on the end, you know, here on the YouTube, where I started doing the review of the car and whatnot. On the way to the Acura Honda Classic meet, the first meet that the car was actually going to, I was rear-ended by some girl who fell asleep, and she was probably going like 70 miles per hour. I was with my buddy Juan and my buddy Gerson, who has the DC5 Integra Type R, and we were just kind of rolling. I was going maybe like 60 around there, and the girl, and you know, I looked back in my mirror. I was kind of changing the radio station. I looked back, I saw there was no one there. I was going like 60, putting in the gears, and all of a sudden just got wrecked. I just got wrecked. The girl hit me by the back, the driver's side quarter panel. The car, it's crazy because the EK hatch never turned off. The EK hatch never turned off in the hit. I turned off the car after I got hit. I'm actually parked here like in an industrial warehouse just to make the video and take a little bit of pictures for the Instagram. So the car never turned off. The car was hit. Obviously it threw me forward, started kind of losing control. I handled it. The car kind of did like a, you know, kind of lost it, did like a turn, and the car was going straight into a semi. The car was going straight into a 53-footer semi, and the guy on all I could see was the guy on the truck. He threw his hands up, because there's not like a law, but a tractor trailer driver, if something happens in front of them, if there's an accident or somebody cuts them off or whatever, they're not supposed to jerk on the steering wheel. Whatever gets in front of them is gone, because that's a 53-footer, and if you jerk the steering wheel, you're gonna take out whoever's next to you, and God knows how many cars behind you, because you have a tail of 53 feet. So all I saw was the guy just put his hands up. The car never turned off. I was going straight into the semi. I hit the brakes. I put it in reverse, and I was able to get out of it. We were actually in I-95, and cars are going 70 miles per hour. And when I got hit, she threw me forward. I kind of lost control, and the car went like this. The semi was going, and I was able to back out of it. I think only like 2 cars kind of dodged me. Juan was able to move his S2000 in the way and get me out of the way. Unfortunately, you know, young girl just driving a Mercedes or whatever just hit me. That details, I'm not gonna get into it. You know, I prayed that everyone came out alright, and we did. Everyone came out alright. Me, Jerson, Juan, the girl, and everyone who was involved, and Rolly with the SI, a really cool guy, which I met that day. Everyone stayed. They all stayed, and I felt bad because they were missing the show. They were missing the show that was going on. But I'm truly appreciative, and I'm truly blessed to have friends like that, or people around that, you know, in a moment like that, they stayed, and they were like, man, forget the show. We'll stay. We'll be here with you. And unfortunately, it was the first meet that the car was going to after the paint shop, so no one ever got to see it. I am very appreciative of everyone from Acura Honda Classic that day that were worried, that they were texting me, yo, are you okay, whatever, all that stuff, you know. And then everyone was telling me that pretty much the rest of the meet. Like some of the people were just kind of talking about him, bummed out, like, oh man, I can't believe Javi lost the EK hatch or whatever. It goes to show you. But you know, push comes to shove, a couple of months later we have this great RSX Type S, which is amazing. It's you know, let's cut to the footage that I recorded when I was on the highway when I got hit, and I'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, so we just had a change of plans. The EK's total loss. I just got hit on the highway. Look at this shit. This girl fell asleep on a Mercedes and she totally banged me. The boys pulled over. Where the hell are your cars, one? Oh, in the front? Car's total loss. Had this car for 2 years, painted it. Look at this. Completely gone.
You're lucky, you're okay.
I got hit by the fucking, I got hit. So I got hit by the back and it turned the car. I'm in the middle of the highway, so this is where I'm at. Very turnpike going north. It's like a really heavy traffic, and I got hit and I turned to the side, and as I was turning to the side, there was a semi coming. But luckily I work for FedEx, so I drive every day. You know, I'm a pretty calm driver. I just kind of put it in reverse, kind of got out of the way and pulled over to the side. But the car's total loss is kind of waiting for the cops not to come, so I'll get back to you guys. I guess a new project's gonna be coming then. And that's what I was able to record just at that moment. Obviously you have no head or anything in your head, any thoughts of like, yo, pick up a camera and let's record and do whatever we need to record. I was just like, oh man, I got into an accident. I grabbed the camera quick, I recorded it, and I just threw the camera back in the car. I was able to sell some stuff out of, I was able to, you know, sell some stuff out of the car, like the Type R clustered, and a few little things like that. I did keep some stuff like the Japanese toe that I want to install in this car, which is pretty cool, you know. But anyways, I'm truly blessed. Starting 2020 on the right foot, with the right foot. Got this great RSX Type S, one owner car. You know, just amazing piece of machine. K20. We went from a single cam hatch, which in the works was, you know, something of a B series swap or maybe even a K series swap, but went into a great one owner car with 110,000 miles. Just couldn't ask anymore. K20 A2 pool is great, feels amazing. Like I said, there's not going to be too much of a, that's just super dirty, there's not going to be too much of a crazy build. I mean, there is going to be a build, there's going to be a very nice build, and it's going to be I want to kind of fully build the car in the sense of like, there's nothing else you can do to it. Like, the plans for the car will be obviously to keep the original engine, matching Vin's engine. If God forbid this engine ever goes, this engine is getting a rebuild. I'm not getting any other one. I'm not putting no K24 or nothing. I'm keeping the original matching Vin's engine on this car, even though it's just a Type S. But nonetheless, so but yeah, man, just I want to do kind of the whole DC5R, you know, the lip kit or whatever, front lip kit, rear side skirts, you know, all the good stuff, headlights, and then just build the engine. Build it mildly. I don't really want to go crazy on it. I'm not going on boost, I'm not going supercharger, none of that stuff. For everyone that keeps asking me, oh, if boosted, do this and that, I'm not doing that. And not that I don't want to take a risk, or not that I don't want to do that. I like NA power. I'm an NA type of guy. I had turbo cars before. I know what they feel, I know what they do, but that's just me. I like NA power, and there's nothing better than just hearing pure VTEC out of an NA car making 240, 250, 280 to the wheels. That's just pure magic. But anyways, that's just my taste, you know. I don't tell anyone how to build their cars, or you know, or whatever it is, you know, that people do. If you want to make 1,000 horsepower on your Civic, then go ahead and do that. If you want to make 150 horsepower on your Civic, then go ahead and do that. That's your problem. As long as you're happy and you're enjoying it, that's the only thing that matters, you know, and that's all there is to it. But anyway, so that's the deal with the EK hatch. It is officially gone. It is no longer with us. You know, it hurt me that it hurt me that the car is no longer with us, and that I crashed it. And it was a time of my life when I was kind of in the low, and then the accident came and I was like, Jesus, what else, you know? But we're here now, starting 2020 with this RSX Type S, and a lot more positive stuff in the personal life has happened. So I'm truly blessed for those kind of things. I want to give you guys a big thank you for tuning in. I want to give you guys a big thank you for being part of the channel. I told Andy, and I've said this a million times. I've said this a million times. This will be 1,000,001 time I say it. I told Andy, can you imagine we break 3,000 this year? That would be amazing. I was like 1,500 subs back then. And he would just tell me, he was like, it's far-fetched, but you know, you keep at it and you might do it. Not only did we break 3,000, we broke 3,500. We broke 3,500. I woke up with like 3,520. Not that I'm constantly looking at the subscriber count, but those are kind of goals. Those are kind of the results of the good work that you're putting in. And believe it or not, out of 3,500 people who have subscribed, and all the views, because obviously the views are way more, it's crazy that I've only seen just a handful of hate comments. I've only seen just a handful of them. I think I've only seen like 4 or 5 really bad ones, really bad ones, just like kind of dagger to the heart type of comments. But you know what, I'm not gonna lie, you leave a hate comment and you leave something stupid in the channel and you're getting blocked right away, because I'm just doing you the favor. If I go into a channel and I don't like it and I leave a hate comment on it, it's because I'm obviously not liking the content of the channel. So why am I even gonna watch the channel? I just don't watch it, and that's it. And that's happened to me before. I've looked at videos and I'm like, oh, I don't like this video, and I just don't watch it anymore. And that's all there is to it. But there's obviously the person who's on the other side of the screen, who's probably writing the hate comment in his underwear and white socks in his sofa, you know, who drives a Sunfire like my friend Mike says, and they just hate because they gotta feel something to say. Listen, we've all been in that situation where you see a video and you're like, man, I just want to destroy this guy and say something stupid, but you can't, because you got to be mature and you got to be an adult. That's just not the right thing to do. How many times you see someone in the street that they do something stupid and you want to yell out, hey, you freaking idiot, or whatever it is you want to say. But you know, I see a hate comment, like I saw one the other day, like three days ago. The guy was just like, man, that guy was going through something. It was just like a horrible hate comment. I don't care about that. That's your problem. You're probably, like I said, you're probably in a sofa in underwear, you know, sending the hate comment with a Sunfire parked in the parking lot, you know, figure of speech, whatever. And I'm just gonna block you right away. And that's all there is to it, because if you're gonna come in and give a hate on a channel, then you're done. You don't need to watch the video. I've had comments who have not been positive on the channel, but they've been like good comments, like, yo, I think you should have done this and this and this, I think you did this and this wrong. But it's someone who's doing it in the help kind of way. Oh, I'm gonna write this helpful comment, even though it's negative. I'm gonna write this helpful comment in the sense like, oh, you know, like if I buff the headlights, oh, you buffed the headlight wrong, so you should have done it like this, you should have done it like that. You know, those are not hateful comments. They're just kind of like helpful comments, you know, hateful. Those are helpful comments. But anyways, I want to appreciate you guys for tuning in, for subscribing. For 2020, I want to grind even more. For 2021, I really want to make it to Japan and get some content. The whole thing with going to Japan, which I was going to go last year, and that would have been great content for you guys, is the work. I don't want to go to Japan for a week because there's not going to be enough time for content. I need to go to Japan for at least 3 weeks to a month, and that's going to be hella expensive. So hopefully that happens. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember to subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. And I'm sorry this video was just a lot of talk and stuff like that. I'll see you guys.